Kwa sababu ukiniambia sasa kama mama mzee, kama ule kijana, alafu niambie tarehe yake ya kuzaliwa. Mimi nikiangalia au nauliza tu uko class 5. I know that's 12 years. Napiga hesabu. From 2023 back 12 years. Atakuwa amezaliwa mwaka gani? Alafu sasa ninaangalia okay. Let's give you mwezi wa 7. Mwezi wa 7 labda. Nataka watoe smile. Just tell them. Before umalize
hiyo wandere.
Lakini ukimwambia smile, you look at you. Smile.
Ama atarudia hiyo smile.
Sasa ile tu ndio wangesema chapati.
Understood, nimekuelewa.
But yes, every year you feel one. Hiyo hauna mtu atakufundisha. Hiyo unapata tu hapa rodo. Ama maisikie chapati malvekile. Na unajua meaning yake.
Mimi naambianga tu waseme.
Meaning ni hiyo, ukisema cha
atasmile. Watasmile. Kwa hiyo nimeelewa.
Ukienda tunasema tuseme chapati. Usifikirie tu ni kajokes wanaweka nianza fulani.
Ni something.
Ni wewe mtu wa kamera ukimbisana na hii alphabet.
By the time anamaliza
ushachukua picha. Sasa wewe ukishinda hapa mtaa atataka ni mfurahi. Atafurahi.
Hakuna.
Hata wazungu wakipita wadia 70 chapati kitapomaliza
watakuwa wamefurahi.
So kesho saa moja.
Sawa. And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's your boy Prince 254. And like I always tell you, I always have a great show lined up for you. So today I'm going to be hosting Miss Kiambuthi. She's going to be live with us, and it's going to be fun and exciting. And we're going to be talking about how far is far in a relationship. How far is far in a relationship? And guys, keep your comments coming. So while I wait, akikuja, relax, msitoke kwanza. Let me just add her. Yep. As I was saying. So I believe many of you are in relationships, many of you are in love, and so that is what we are actually going to be talking about today. How far is far in a relationship? Hi. Okay, I'll give you a very good introduction. You know how the MCs always do it?
I don't have a big profile.
Come on. It doesn't. You don't have to have a big profile. Just the introduction.
Okay, go on.
So hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Prince 254, and today I have one very amazing lady in the house, Maze. She's good. So.
Should I be dressed? I'm good.
Do you think they'll consider that?
Okay, no, really.
Yeah. So we have this amazing lady, the one and only Miss Kiambuthi, guys. Oh, okay. I wasn't supposed to say that. Anyway, tell us who you are.
Sorry, unakatika.
Sorry. Unanisikia sahi?
But unakatika. I don't know if it's me or you.
I don't know, maybe it's my network. Right now, still nakatika.
My network, I don't know. Mine is good.
Wi-Fi yangu iko yote.
Same. Let me move kidogo. Just a minute. Pole, nimekuja na nimeanza kumove.
If I'm still like inaitwaje? Kama bado na glitch, itabidi nimetumia data Wi-Fi. kama bado na glitch.
Uko sawa.
Saini kwa... If I'm still glitching, just tell me ni change haraka.
Uko sawa. Nakusikia sasa.
I thought I was still glitching. So yeah, tell us who you are. Tell us who you are.
Hi guys. Hi. I've never been on a YouTube live, so I'm really I'm just like, but I am Miss Kiambuthi and I'm a content creator. And I'm here with Supremes for some time. And I'm glad to be here and I hope we get to learn together. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's always a nice conversation with you. I remember the last time we had a conversation on TikTok was so engaging, man.
Yes, it was.
So that is what drove us, guys, to this next one. And our topic for today is how far is far in a relationship. Let me just hit this for you, Miss Kiambuthi. How far is far for you in a relationship?
Well, it depends. What are we talking about? How far? Because a relationship, when we say a relationship, there's so many areas in a relationship. Kuna the sexual part, kuna the intimacy part, kuna the purposeful part of that relationship. And there's so many dynamics when it comes to any relationship. So how far on what exactly?
I wanted to generalize it, but because okay, this is what I'm trying to mean. How far is far when per se I'm dating someone and let's say it's you, for you.
Yeah.
I'm generalizing it because I don't want to like specify it on the intimacy. Yeah, I'm generalizing it.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have like do you feel like there are always limits in a relationship where inafika point and you're like, nope, hapa tufai kufika, hapa tunaweza fika, something like that?
I think it's healthy to have boundaries.
Well, some people will say that's not love.
No, it's who said? Give me one person who doesn't like boundaries. By boundaries, I don't mean ati sasa you guys can't do some things. For example, what I mean by boundaries, this is what I mean. For example, when we're going out, if I'm not okay with you hugging everybody, or you let's say hugging, that is the most common. If I'm not okay with that, then respect that I'm not okay with that. That's a boundary. Ama ata in the relationship, if mi nakwambia I'm not okay with you doing certain things in this relationship. For example, I don't like you when I'm reading, I'm in my space and I'm reading, let's say I read between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. in the morning. I wouldn't appreciate it when I'm trying to read, that's when you're trying to disturb me. You get, that's a boundary. I can say, I'm not really into you disturbing me when I'm having a peaceful time, when I'm meditating, when I'm reading, when I'm doing this and this and that. That's a healthy boundary. You get it? Yeah. So for me, I really, really appreciate when there are healthy boundaries in a relationship. So yes, we can go as far as wherever you want to go, but what's the extent of you breaking my boundaries? Because kuna watu unakuta aki hakuna boundary kwa relationship. You get what I'm saying? They get into each other's spaces like crazy. They disrespect each other. But in the name of love, you get it? In the name of nakupenda. So kuna vitu mi nikisema nataka tufanye hii, wewe unafaa kusema yes immediately because it's love. You get it? Because it's love. Wewe ukiniambia,
is that even healthy?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. There should be healthy boundaries, and as far as two people are concerned, do whatever you want.
Uh, so there was a friend of mine alikuwa ananipatia hii story and anasema ana feel like chali yake anaenda too far yani the guy goes to the point of texting the parents, talking to the mother, like anamwambia the guy anaambia mama ya dem shida zenye wanapitia, like is that even okay? Like na udem anafeel hapana, this is not okay for me. I get. And she has tried talking to the guy na the guy anamuulizanga every time anamuuliza anamwambia kwani unipendi? So like wow.
I think there's so many people suffering in the name of kwani hunipendi. You get, like, just like someone telling you, for example, when you get a weird text in your girlfriend's phone, and then she starts saying, "That's private. Why are you invading my? What's private?
Yeah. How is that private?
Why is that private? You get me?" So I think it's the same thing. In that situation, why isn't the guy talking to the girl first? Why are you we go back to how far can you go? Boundaries. Because for me, when you texted me the topic, the first thing I thought was, is there any boundaries in a relationship? Because how far means the two of us, when we sit down and we want to date and we want to have this relationship, have we sat down and discussed how far we can go? You get it? Or tulianza tu relationship and then ukaanza kufanya vitu and then I'm like, what are you doing? Ama mi naanza kufanya vitu then you're like, bro, you're really crossing my lines and you're really making me angry and so on and so forth. So when you told me about the topic, the first thing that came to my mind was, do we have boundaries that guide us to having healthy relationship and guide the whole how far we can go? You get? So I think kama hiyo ya boy ana text mama ya dem, that's literally breaking a very big boundary, because let me talk to my mom and tell her I'm having problems. By you talking to my mom directly without telling me, then it's like you two are ganging up against me. Every time mi ndo nitakuwa at fault. Because believe you me, when the guy is telling the mom, he's not telling his side of the story. We could be having issues, and issues are there, and we can never say that every relationship is perfect. Lakini, what you're not saying is huyu msee hataenda kujishtaki aseme nilikosa kuprovide, nilikosa kuprotect, nilikosa kufanya A, B and C, ndo maana tuko na hii issue. So at the end of the day, dem atakuwa in the blind every single time. So hey, personally I believe in boundaries in relationships like no one's business. I think they make it easier, and it creates a really healthy direction
So for
in
anyone,
relationship.
any person, you're trying to say for any person mwenye hayuko in for boundaries, that is a red flag. Anyone mwenye hayuko in for boundaries. Unajua like that.
According to me.
According to you.
According to me. Because kama mtu atakuwa
at you want to do this because you don't love me, you don't want to do this because blah blah blah. They kind of like manipulate you, something like that.
Yeah, I agree. The whole sentence of kwani hunipendi, why are you doing this, why are you not allowing this, kwani you don't love me, it's a whole level of narcissism, I think, and manipulation. Because I think mtu anafaa kuwa na anafaa kuwa na free will. If I'm not comfortable with something and I don't want to do it, then I shouldn't do it. The other day I was reading something on Twitter, and they were saying a lot of problems like HIV zimeletwa na hiyo kwani hunipendi. When, for example, you ask a guy, can you use protection? And he goes like, kwani hunipendi, kwani you don't trust me,
You don't trust
and
me.
then you don't trust me, and then boom, AIDS, HIV and AIDS come in, STIs, STDs, you get it. So the whole you don't love me or you don't trust me is, I think it's a red flag, a big red flag. Nikikwambia we use protection, I want to protect the both of us. You don't know what I have, especially if it's a new relationship. You don't know what I have and you don't know what you have. And then if it's a relationship that is out of the bracket of marriage, right? There's a lot of risk. There's a lot of risk going. So even in marriage, I think there's a lot of things that go on, but hey, hiyo ni red flag according to me.
La kubwa sana.
Mm.
Actually, the other day we were talking about red flags and ndio nimekumbuka sahi. And tukiendelea, I would like you to mention like a few of the red flags that wewe personally unaweza note down as you Kiambuzi. Like what are your red flags? Unaona? Where red flags zako ni
Nine.
gani? No,
Zangu sasa si za mtu mwingine.
zako tu.
Hey, red flag. Let me see. So I am not such a good communicator. You get. I tend to shut down when I should communicate. You get it. For example, if I'm having an argument with someone and sorry?
You go into silent mode.
Yeah, and I can go into a silent tour without any problem. I can literally have, that silent treatment thing. The one that unapiga mtu tu na silence.
Mbaya.
But it's a problem I have and I'm working on it. But I know when I'm having issues, I tend to withdraw rather than deal. So it takes me time. So that's one of my red flags. So I can say communication. I'm working on my communication. Something else. Wow, this is hard. You know how it's easy to point someone else's red flags.
Yeah. But that sasa is where you draw the line.
Where I draw the line. I'm perfect. But so I can say I struggle with communication. And also I can say I don't know if it's a red flag really, but it is a red flag. Acha niache kujitetea hapa ati sijui nini. It's a red flag. When it comes to arguments, right? Let's say I'm arguing with Prince and ananipea facts. You know how mtu anakugonga na facts right, left and center.
Najua your feeling.
So it follows with the communication. I can comfortably block out issues. I can go on with my life like nothing has happened and I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Toxic.
And it's so toxic. It's so toxic.
Only scared of them because they make you feel what guy.
I know. I'll feel bad about it, but then I go like, so I have pride. You get what I'm saying? I have pride. Niko na ile ego yenye, Prince, like, okay, sawa, let's move. You know the part where but I'm working on it. Let me tell you, the best thing about knowing your problems is that at least you know which angle you start working with. So yeah, I have ego. Najua niko na ego. So I won't add others. You tell us your red flags.
So one of my red flags in a major, I think it's hiyo kitu umesema hiyo ego, like I'm this kind of guy mwenye I don't know how to force shit. Sijui kayo ni red flag though, but sijui ange force kitu. For me, if I tell you let's do this, you don't want us to do it, I'm like okay, sure. Mimi ni ule mtu nita block everything. If I'm trying to vibe with you and you ain't vibing back, I'm like, you're sure, sawa. Tukate tu, si lazima. Unaona? Then mimi communication, I think I'm so okay. Communication, mimi 100%.
Wow, hey, that's
Ako-
nice.
Mimi communication, I'm so good with it. I
Mhm.
communicate everything in details tena. Iko hivi.
Wow. Where do we come for lessons?
Lessons.
Mm.
Join Kiambuvi. Utapata lessons. Join us live.
Uh-huh.
And then wallahi sijui red flags zangu. Wallahi. But I've been told I'm
It's so,
toxic. Well, siko
it's
sure.
so, it's so easy to point out other people's red flags. Kila mtu ako na red flags. Lakini coming to self-reflect, that is the biggest issue.
And let me ask you this. The other day we were talking about like msee akifeel like ako in a toxic relationship. Anafaa atoke. And then I've been doing my research, I've been asking people questions. Yeah, since the last time we spoke back earlier, and I'm like, no, Kiambuvi, I think there's a problem. Si rahisi kutoka. Everybody alikuwa ananiambia hivyo. Easy.
It's not easy.
Because you tell me, you're in a relationship, you love this. Let's say, unajua most of the time unapata dem ndiye anapenda chali sana ama chali ndiye anapenda dem sana. And I'll use the lady. The ladies tulisema ni obsessions, ndio? Ako obsessed na ujamaa. But clearly she can see the red flags. Mabeshte zake wanaweza ona the red flags. Wanaona huyu jamaa anapenda ku hang out na madem, maybe huyu jamaa maybe ako na 1 2 3. Unaona? But hataki kutoka. Hakuna advice nyingine apart from kutoka. Hakuna advice nyingine.
Sasa gani nyingine, Prince? It's not easy to get out of any relationship unless of course you were not in love and it was just a passing fling. Sasa which other one? Okay. Which gani ingine inawezasaidia?
Omba Mungu. Going down this kwa dapa mazee utanisaidia aje?
Kuna vitu hazitolewi na maombi. Others you just go. Ati?
Unatoa mapepo like labda hata ni pepo, you never know.
Is cheating the devil?
Mimi personally hiyo ni mashaito.
Hiyo ni red flag.
Shikwa, the first thing huwa anasema ni nini? Shetani alinidanganya. See, that is the easy.
Mbona Mungu hakukuongelesha akwambie ni mbaya?
Mungu alitry but sasa nikasikumsikia, unaona.
The devil won.
Sio hivyo, okay. Nikitukaa hiyo pia.
Red flag. Red flag.
I wish tungekuwa na I'm going to ask friends of mine wanieleze. The first thing that always comes to their mind like msee akishikwa na dem ni mimi shetani alinidanganya.
No.
What are expecting mtu akwambie tu sasa mimi nilikuwa nimependa udem? Ama what do you expect? What do you expect ukipata mwanaume akicheat? Aseme nini?
Obviously they lie. Obviously atadanganya. There's no ati haizi kwambia ati I was to do what happened. They'll just, let me tell you, men can deny even when you see them hapo in the act. Because mimi, the men.
Mimi.
They will deny. You get it? They will deny everything. In fact, hata watasema au si yao. You don't know, like they just gaslight you. Lakini
I had a friend of mine alikuwa ananiambia hatushikwe. Haujapatikana juu. Hatushikwe wapi? Kataa, huyo sio wewe. Refuse. Usikubali. Kubali.
Men can make you think you're crazy. You know, like they will make you, men and women. I don't it's both not one-sided. Both sides. Let me tell you, there was a time, I don't know, the relationship I was talking about on the talk the other day. When I had many instances of being lied to, it got to a point I thought that I was imagining. I don't know if you get it.
Wait.
Because there were so many issues hadi naanza kujiuliza if are you is there like sasa naanza kujiblame, do you have men can lie you know, unaanza kujirudia and it's like sasa wewe ndio uko crazy, you know, it's like wewe peke yako ndio uko na issues and this person makes you feel like they gaslight you to a point where una feel like kwani ama nimechizi, you know, kwani am I not seeing things straight? Unadanganywa, but ukidanganywa you're like but hadi there's a very thin line. Mtu kwanza pathological lies, you know, those liars who lie and it feels like it's the truth, and then when you tell them
hey,
they can lie within 2 seconds. They've already come up with a very good story. Then when you find out and you confront them, they make you feel like you're the liar. They make you feel like you're wrong about it. Let me tell you, I caught that guy in a lie and he made me feel like I should apologize to him for finding out he was lying.
Whoa.
And I apologized.
Whoa.
It's so real. It's so real. Let me tell you, someone can make you feel like, and that is what happened with narcissism. Mtu anakukosea, but wewe ndo una realize unakuwa una apologize kwa hizi issues. Mtu ana cheat, mtu ana lie, mtu anafanya vitu, but anafanya like the whole thing. Yeah, why are you going through my phone? My phone is private, but that's not the point. The point is I found something on your phone that is crazy, but you're bringing out the issue as, why were you going into my phone? My phone is private. Don't you trust me? And I'm like, this is not about trust. This is not about me getting you into your phone. This is about me checking your messages and seeing. So that is my view. And it's crazy because it happens. It's a lot is going on out here. Lakini maybe going back to how far, or your question on maybe leaving, when you meet someone who is narcissistic or you're in a very challenging relationship that is not working for you, the best thing is to just struggle and get out, because getting out is not as easy as we say atitoka. Wezi tuambia mtu mwenye amekuwa in a narcissistic relationship, toka tu. No, it's not as easy as we say it. There is more work that living, needs. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, unajua nikaa nimekuwa caught up and sawa.
So a lot.
This is like make sense ni caught up kwa hiyo sense.
Okay. I hope I'm making sense, though. I'm not just talking and talking and talking.
Makes sense. So I was going to ask you this question. I don't know if you'll answer it, but for you, I don't know if you know this, but to others, okay, to what people see, you have this wonderful, beautiful relationship that many would want to have. No? And let me ask you this. What is your secret, or what do you do to make it that way? Ndio mwenye labda anaenda kuwatch ama mwenye anawatch anaweza correct on a few ones and twos ndio ifanye kuwe kama yako ama ifanye kuwe even much better.
There is no secret. And it's not perfect. What we put out in Instagram, in any social media handle, is not, most of it. Personally, I like to keep my relationship private, because when you put it on a very public platform, when you're saying we are doing this today, or like the whole follow up on your relationship, it's like undressing, you get. It's like being naked in front of people and letting them pick, hauko perfect hapa, hauko hapa perfect, lakini most, okay, let me answer this in the simplest way. First of all, there is no secret. If you do this, it will work in your relationship. That's one. Relationships are different. Everyone is different. Completely. Everyone is so different. How we handle things is very different. And what works for me may not work for you. So I can give you how my relationship works, but that doesn't work for you at all. And that is why so many people, or the books that I've read about relationships, or a lot of content that is on TikTok about relationships, you can't really say, let me follow Sir Prince and let me, let me follow Sir Prince's relationship and let it work for me. No, your love language is not my love language. Your financial capacities are not my financial capacities. You can afford to take your girlfriend on the best of the best places for her to enjoy. My boyfriend cannot afford to take me in the best of the best of the best places. So if I come to your page and say, oh my God, I need to tell my boyfriend we need to go to the Bahamas. I need to tell my boyfriend we need to go to where. I'll be depressing the young man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be comparing things that I don't know about you in my relationship. Nitaanza kusema, I'll start telling my boyfriend, you don't take care of me, you don't even take me out. You get it? You don't do this for me. Yeah, unaanza overthink vitu. Yet huyu mtu, the little that he gets, he brings to you. Or if you guys go out once a month, that works for you. And it's according to your capacity that you have at that given time. In a few years, you guys could be going all over the world for romantic vacations and all that. So I cannot really say, ati people look, mtu aende kwa my page on my TikTok and then afikirie, oh, if akona the best relationship, akona the best boyfriend, akona, no, it doesn't. That's not real. If we're friends and you come into my relationship and you say, oh, these people actually love each other, because hey, Prince, as far as I know, I could be faking my relationship, right? As far as I know, I could just be not even in a relationship and just pretending to be in a relationship for the views. And you're fair saying Eve has the perfect relationship. Eve has the, you get it. So let's the whole thing at what's the secret? Let's seek out marriage counselors and relationship gurus to tell us the secret.
Like
But the whole
weird experts.
No, don't come. And I really when I hear someone say, it's good to admire, you get it? Because I also admire the relationships. But if you really don't know these people at a personal level, then don't start wanting the relationship or trying to find out the secret of their relationship if they're not like 30 years into marriage. You get what I'm saying? Because naweza kuwa nimemeet Prince leo, tumeanza kudate, bado tuko kwa honeymoon phase. You get it? Bado tuko zile za
bado unaenjoy. Nini?
bado is lovey-dovey. Hatujafika in the rough patches of the relationship. There are other people who are like 30 years in a relationship, and you guys can now sit down and they can tell you this and this and this worked for us. And you can go try their way and see if it works for you. You get it? But someone like me, I cannot tell you the secrets. Nitakuwa naharibu. I'll be wrong to tell you anything worth practicing. So, because I'm not at yet. Sasa, kuna responsibilities zingine hata ufai kuchukua kwa sababu unless you really have you've practiced, you've experienced, you get it. It's like a 20-year-old person telling you about a job that requires 10 years experience. 10 years back, that person was not working. You get, if
Get you.
you get, if I go and has been married for like 40 years or 30 years, if I go and sit down with that person, I can comfortably ask, how has your relationship gotten this far? What are some of the issues that you've experienced over this period of time? Did you get to a point where you wanted to just get out of this relationship? How did you reconcile with the other person? How is your communication? What are your physical and psychological and emotional boundaries? You get, what are some of the things that you guys do on everyday life that help your relationship to grow? What was the purpose of, those two things that really are solid when it comes to any relationship whatsoever. So personally, at this age, at this time, I cannot say this. I'm not even allowed to give any secret to any relationship whatsoever. So yeah, that's all I can say.
Swear, whatever you've said, zaidi ukweli. Honestly, umeongea a lot of truths, like for real. And umemake good. Anyway, my viewers will listen to this. Lazima. So whatever you said is that advice kwa mwenye hajakaa kitu for long, because somebody once said we are all sote tunajaribu, we are all new in this, and so the you have been in it, the better, because you have more experience.
Yeah.
So ka relationship yangu imekaa miezi 3, mnaona na flaws, msiangalie hiyo.
Tulieni kwanza.
Cool down.
Tulieni kwanza. There's still time to give advice and lead.
I think from whatever you've said, I think that is why, I'm sorry to say this, but that is why most relationship kwa social media fail, because napatwa na ile pressure ya hata mimi nafaa kuwa na post. So nimepata dem tuseme kama last week, hii wiki nishaanza kupost, inafika time sasa the reality inani hit. In this relationship there's a lot that has to be done. Kuna vitu mingi we have to work on. Kuna times tutakosana, will I still be posting you? And if I don't post you, KOT now wako rada. Kenya wanakuanga tu they are these to do. So, and when we allow ourselves to let people define our relationship, becomes even worse, ndio?
Yeah.
Inakuwa worse. It's actually right. Private is better. Mse asijue movie yako.
No, even if you want to keep it public, because we really can't say ati usiwahi post, you get, ama usiwahi sema nani una date, you get it. But kuna tu vitu acha zibaki private, you get it. You can post pictures, like I think I always stand with, there is no the right way to do things. Like actually there is no one way to like get rich or have a perfect relationship. You can do whatever you want. If you want your relationship to be public, go for it. If you want your dirty laundry on the internet, go for it. That's your life. You do you. Lakini, everything has a consequence. You get what I'm saying? You can be as public as you want. In fact, we will consume your content like no one's business. We'll be following you like no one's business. You get it? Lakini, everything you do has a consequence. It could be a positive consequence or a negative. Like we were talking that day on licking nudes. You guys, I can lick nudes for the views, right? But the other side of the coin, the flip of the coin is that not everyone will be happy about it, and my image will always be in the internet as long as I live. So you get it. It's not a teen. It's leak nudes, ni trend. Kesho mtu mwingine kesho mtu mwingine atalik tuhame kwako. You get what I'm saying? It's not such a, unless you're into OnlyFans and it's making you money every single day, at least get a profit off of it. You get what I'm saying?
Not
That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Like everything has a reverse, has a reverse impact, and it could be positive and it could be negative. So I wouldn't really say don't be public in your relationship. Then we go back to the topic: how far is far in a relationship? You get it? We want to be public. I get it. It's fun. It's very consumable. We want to see you guys loving each other like no one's business on the net. Lakini, how far is far in posting what we are posting? You get it? How far is far in becoming this public couple? Because things will leak. We will have arguments. We will have issues. Other couples get into divorcing. We see hizo stories za majuu. You get it? We see really solid issues like finances come to light. And we realize, oh, again, you guys are not comfortable with us saying your issues again. You know what I'm talking about. So how far is far? How far? It's all about, for you, how far is far in everything you do in that relationship. It could be posting things that you want us to consume, but when you guys kosana, will we be seeing, ama tutaanza kusikia kwa gossip pages,
Pictures,
sijui what is.
some photos zimeleak. Huh?
So how far?
And how far is far on that? How far is also far on that? On hiyo story ya mkishakosana, mtu anaanza kulikisha your stuff, mtu anaanza but how do you, like, how do you take that?
Huwezi control what people say about you on the net.
Not even people, just your person. Seme you and I are dating, si ndio? Tushakosana, chana. Tunafaa kuachana in peace, nikwambie, if mazewe enda mimi pia ameacha nie. But sasa mimi nimeenda na machungu zangu. Niko na your photos, niko na your information, a lot of information about you, so I decided to release it to the net. How do you take that? Extremism.
Lakini, what if I don't want peace? What if I want problems?
Oh, okay. Then let's do this. I'll post, I'll share.
I'm hurt. You get what I'm saying? Umeniumiza. You know, like, I'm hurt, and the only way I think is good for to come back at you, nijilipishe kizazi, is, and Prince left. But I don't know what we're doing. Prince has decided to do the thing. Didn't even happen. You get it?
Maybe you want.
So I can decide I want to pay back. Maybe no, wewe ndo umenikosea. Now the only way I think is right for me to get back at you is to leak information. Although that's not mature according to me, you know. It's not as mature as, but maybe the revenge is enticing. So I can only think of it as, I don't know, maybe you want to revenge. So that is the only thing, because tukidecide tumeachana and it's a mutual agreement that we're leaving each other, then if we were in a public relationship, let's announce it, you know, like, guys, in the most mature way. You get it? In the most clean, like a clean goal, like, we can even co-post, collaborate on the post. You get it? Let's collaborate. Yeah, let's collaborate on the call. I think we need to have a level of maturity when it comes to, if we're in a public, then we don't need you guys to start going quiet on us. Tell us what is happening. Stop sending mixed signals that we're You don't understand.
Ah.
Just tell us that things happen because vitu happen. Huwezi sema ati sasa Prince tusiwahi sema tumeachana na tuliachana 20 years ago. See, vitu happen.
Yeah.
Life goes on.
Mhm.
So let me tell you, relationships are really complex and a lot, but pia tunafaa consider we deal with things differently. You get what I'm saying? Unaweza kuja niambie if nataka tuachane but I want you to be as quiet as possible. Mi nakwambia wewe ndo unaniacha, so me I can speak whatever I want on the net because wewe ndo ulinibetray, wewe ndo ulinicheat, blah 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 blah. So wewe unaweza taka ikuwe very clean, but on the other side I can want you to be messy and drag you. So the only way to deal with that is just let it go. Because let me tell you, today you will trend, tomorrow something else will trend. You get? As much as leo tutakuongelea hadi sijui saa ngapi, kesho another relationship will, kesho another couple will come out on the public and we will forget that you were trending yesterday. You get it? So I don't know.
Still on how far is far in a relationship.
How far is far? How far is far?
Anyway, that is so nice. For me, what to say, I'm always kuna vitu bado mi huwa naogopa. One is publicity. According to what I've seen, according to what I've heard, imeget your fear hadi kwangu. So I'm always like, shit. Ile hivi, manze, hiyo school would be so ready. I'd be so ready because I've seen a lot of things start, and then maybe I always personal study. Nasoma, see, zina break. So, like cycle huwa ni kama these people begin so happily, point pop, wengine begin so happy, inafika point wanaikatisha. So niko bado kwa hiyo publicity, like they publicize it tu vizuri tu, and then afika point mafrakas sijui nini ilifanyika, sijui alifanya nini, huyo alifanya nini, and you know people will always be there to attack you, and remember you have a past life. You feel me? So kuna past yako kuattack your present life, kuna wenye watatumia your present life kuattack your present life. Yani people will always be there, and like you said again, always be like, just do what you do, but what you expose, chungana nayo sana. If you're posting a photo, then good, but kenye tunataka kuwa Kenyan Kardashians, then you're messing it up. But unajua wanajaribu kila kitu. If you start showing us your bedroom, then you expect tomorrow you show us your bedroom again, and you never know what's up. Sisi tunataka mkiwa kwa bedroom tuonyeshe tena.
Tunataka content.
Yeah, and you see that is what we Kenyans actually, and I think Africans at large, we do not understand, because we have copied the whites sana in so many things, and we forget that unajua wale wase wako na laws zinawagovern, wako na rules, a lot of things zenye zinawagovern na zinawasaidia even in relationships, unaona. So you find that wale wase yao haiwezi kuwa na fracas nyingi kama zetu, unaona. Basi tumekopi ile na hatuna laws, hatuna vitu zenye zinaweza tusaidia, so ours end up messed up vibaya sana, unaona. Ndio unapatanga sijui leak. Unajua like in Kenya msana anaweza leak vitu zako na ni ngumu akue afungwe na get, but anafaa kufungwa kama hiyo, but majuu you can't do such stuff easily. Itakuwa umedefame ule msee, unaona. So anaweza file charges against you na utamlipa, unaona. Supposed to be the same book, like sionangi watu wakifanya vitu kama hivyo. Tu mtu ameleak bana. Watu enjoy it. Yeah, you see, so
it's a lot.
This is an
Hey.
Me
a lot goes.
A lot goes.
A lot goes on. So I think I'm so open-minded because I usually think maji yakimwagika hayazoleki, you get. And as much as maybe Kenya, we don't have a lot of protection when it comes to individual cases like someone leaking your nude. Plus, hata huwezi jua nani ana leak nude. You hear how they trend on the internet, and then now you don't know how it happened. Unasikia tu kwanza Kibe amecomment ama unasikia imetrend kwa gossip. Get it, and it's crazy because unasikianga tu watu wanasema ziko telegram wapi,
It's over for you.
You cannot even get to the root of the matter. All you're hearing zililik za sijui nani, and it's always this people who have numbers. It's always people who pop celebrities. But come to look at it, the other day there was something that really shocked me. I didn't know that and maybe it is out of ignorance. Maybe I don't follow up so much, and that it was, I think it was there was some news about Kenyan TikTok that at night Kenyan TikTok is like Koinange Street. Sorry to say, there's a lot that goes on. You get it, and me, I've never bumped into one. I don't know, maybe it's not on my FYP, but it's happening, and people are working. You get it? People are working online.
Wow.
You know, like at TCG 50 bob to see what you get. There's a lot of things that goes on. Yes, the other day there was that trending news that at night Kenyan TikTok is sex working. You get, and when you go on these lives, people are watching. You get what I'm saying? So when we see these trending pictures of celebrities that are trending, I like to think that on the flip side of the coin, it's not just for celebrities. Ni venye tu mtu anajulikana, and they're not supposed to have nudes. They're not supposed to have flashy pictures. They're not supposed to. They're just human beings who, when they were taking those photos, they didn't think, actually, this person will leak them. You get it? And even if they themselves have leaked them, they must have gotten something out of it. I mean, I just can't take pictures to make Prince happy and
Kwanja.
But you see now, kuna a lot of things that go on the internet, but hizo hatuongeleangi hizo sana. We just look at these few people who are celebrated or are known, and we think that they're so evil and they're so wicked and they shouldn't have these things. Yet, when you go to these lives on TikTok where a lady is selling, quote unquote, there are people who are there. You get what I'm saying? There are people who are there watching, paying, and they're happy about it. Yet when we see celebrities on it, we tend to punish them, bash them, and be judgmental. And so what? What are you going to do? Maji alishamwagika. We move to the next person who is trending.
Thank you, next.
Yes, it shall happen. We cannot take something back at sasa jana ikue leo, and all of a sudden there is no judgment. And maybe going back to our topic, how far is far? These people are dating, right? Nude leak. What do we do about it? It happened. So are we leak? What's the solution? How do we deal with it?
Ni uzalini nani amezileak? Ina depend hizo vitu mbili. Because be dating and nudes ni so and you don't have kitu inauma. Wewe una hizo nudes.
Mm.
na
Ah.
wewe unajua hili ukiwa nazo unaweza sema maybe, lakini sasa wewe huna mtu mwingine ndiye ameli na ni recent news. Come on.
Let me tell you, it's there's a lot. It's a lot to unpack. Lakini at the end of the day is what you decide. Because unaweza sema Prince, no Dimelik, how are we going to deal with this? You're in a relationship. Maybe wewe hukuona. You get. Maybe you're the last person. You're the last person to Lakini it comes down to kitu imelik, the consequence of it is that you're trending and people are really bashing you and people are really talking bad about you. And it's creeping and it's depressing to think about how people talk bad about others when it comes to such situations. Yet, we are all doing something wrong. Yeah. We are all sinning. We are all making mistakes. All making mistakes and we are all faking perfection. Lakini, how far is far? Is that far for you? Because that could be the farthest you can go for someone. For example, we were talking on the TikTok, you said your situation where your girlfriend's photos leaked. Maybe that's the farthest you can go for this Chile. That's the farthest you could have gone, because maybe you reach the end, you're like, I cannot do this anymore. This is crazy, too crazy for me. Lakini someone else angeka chini, probably someone else could have sat down and say, hey babe, imetoka, lakini maji yakimwagika hayazoleki, tuendelee na maisha. This too will pass. This too shall pass. You get what I'm saying? This too will pass, and let's just go. I can't imagine when people are bashing you left, right, and center. And maybe you get, so maybe for others, the farthest they could go is that they're like heaven and earth for this person. They're not leaving them in any situation, and they've committed to, they're not leaving them. For someone else, that's the farthest they could go. Like, you've done this and it's hurtful, and I cannot take it, and I cannot continue to be in this relationship because that's far that I could have gone when it comes to mistakes. You get, because there's so many other mistakes that happen and we overlook them, we forgive them, but how far my far is, kuna mistake unaweza fanya and I'm out, clean slate, I'm gone, I'm not doing this anymore. You get it? So how relationship is how you guys sit down and decide, this is how far I can go for you, this is how I want our intimacy to be, these are physical boundaries that I want us to have, and if you break them, then that's how far I will go for you. If you I'm out. So yeah, I think that's how far is far. It's how you
I think you've summarized everything. Let me ask you this question as we're closing. Will you be going on live on TikTok
today? And I can plan for tomorrow. Julio niko na engagement around 7 na kurudi on time.
Okay, sawa. Mimi sijui how you're feeling, but for me I feel like we should have this again. Sijui. That is on me. Yeah, that is mimi Yongea. So we'll still talk and we can still plan on this. Like, we just, I don't know, make it a thing maybe, and have a conversation day in, day out, evo, and see where it goes.
So, definitely, no problem.
Do you want to close my show? Have you watched any of my YouTube videos and see how I always do it?
No, I haven't.
Close
I've
my-
checked your Instagram though.
You've checked my Instagram. Aki, I hope sina chamba mbaya. Kai.
Uko sawa? Mbona unajishuku?
Insecurities too.
No, uko sawa, uko sawa.
Okay, close my show basi. Close the show. Mimi ndo nilianzisha. Come on, it's
So guys, so I am Miss Kambuthi, and I've been, or Surprise has been with me, Miss Kambuthi, and it has been an honor to be here. So thank you so much to everyone who has tuned for the likes. It's been amazing. And do you?
do you guys? Thank you very much, Miss Kiambuthi.
Yeah.
Acha tuongee. Sawa.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.